Yeah, there you go everyone, just finished my shift, so yeah, it went alright. Did okay. Could have been longer. I only managed to get 8 hours today, so it is what it is. Probably not going to work there again. I need places that have lots of hours. This place, obviously it's a Sunday, so just I guess not as busy as other places, so but it's alright. I definitely know other places. With this place, it's called Windmill Clapham. They're very busy on Saturdays, so Saturdays in the past I've been able to get long shifts, so I don't know, I'll find other places. So what was I gonna, oh yeah, so yeah, the ongoing Porky cowardice situation. So Porky is obviously scared of me, you know, he doesn't want to get in the ring with me. So I tell you what then, I'll make a special offer, because as I say, I'm not an emotional person. Porky hates me, he's very, hates me. Yeah, I'm not really emotional, I don't really take any of it personally, I don't bear grudges. Obviously, some of these guys, Porky and Max in particular, Porky and Max, these guys are very vengeful, they're both, they've got very strong emotional feelings. Whereas with me, I don't really care about either one of them, in the sense that, I'm not upset or anything. So I tell you what then, Porky, I'll give you a special offer. How about I get in the ring with you? I'm only allowed to use one hand. How about that? Obviously you're a fat old man, and you're all talk. I'm speaking objectively. If you listen to my tone of voice, I'm very calm. I'm not like you get upset over little things. Me, I'm very calm. So listen, you're just a fat old guy who talks a lot, but you don't actually box, and just make sure there's no one behind me. I hate when people interrupt my videos. Yeah, well, not hate, but I just don't appreciate it. But listen, you're a fat, emotional old guy, and the thing is, all you do is talk. You don't actually fight. I've got much more experience. I've got everything over you. I'm physically stronger, I punch harder, quicker, blah blah blah. So the special offer is this: I'll use one hand. I've already said it in this video, and I tell you what, no matter what, I'm only allowed to use one hand against you. So if you still don't want to take me on under those conditions, it's quite obvious you're scared stiff. But in order for you to feel safe and comfortable and all the rest of it, if you are brave enough to get in the ring, which I know you're not, listen, we can have loads of people there. We can do it at Nicky Smedley's gym. We can have a referee. And as I say, I'm a man of my word. If I say I'm only going to use one hand, I'm only going to use one hand. Now, let me see. And the thing, I tell you what, we can even invite the fans down to watch. So if you're that scared stiff of me, as I say, I'm only going to use one hand. I'm not going to attack you outside the ring, because you're just fat and silly. Well, for now, eventually, if I have to, if you want to do outside the ring, I don't mind, whatever happens. Obviously, that's your responsibility, not mine. But listen, I'm telling you, if it's in the ring, I'm only going to use one hand. You pick whichever hand you want. I can only use my left hand, or I can only use my right hand. I'll let you pick which hand. And if you still don't want to get in with me, then that shows everyone the guy was never serious. The only reason he said what he said the last time we met, he only did that because there was security there. If you say you really want to fight me, obviously it's not really a fair fight. If I'm using both hands, it's not really fair. So I'm only allowed to use one hand. You're fat, you're soft, you're easy. All you do is spend your time getting blowjobs off Max. I don't mind using one hand against you, I really don't. Because if I can't take you with one hand, then if you can beat me up or anything, then you'll be doing me a favour. If I can't take on some fat 50-year-old man who's never boxed with one hand, then I don't belong in boxing. So you bring it on, and if you want me to take someone else on, I'm not really bothered, I'll jump in the ring with anyone. So you bring whoever you like. You bring Max, and you bring whatever little loser friend you have. But Max is probably your only friend. Because you're a very difficult person to get on with. Keep falling out with people, and You know, you're scared to go to press conferences. For me, I don't really like going press conferences so much these days. I find press conferences boring. But for you, you're scared stiff who you're going to run into. People like Dean White, Spencer Fearon, some of these people. But anyway, I've said enough. I'll take you on with one hand. One hand, I'm only allowed to use one hand. You're not a challenge, you know. My footwork alone, I move too much. What are you? I mean, if you want, I'll even let you pick a small ring. But the problem for you, how are you even going to get anywhere near me? I've got fast feet. I'm much faster than you, so you're not much of a challenge. Even I can even use no hands. I'll just stand there. I'll just say, you know what? I'll let you have the first round. I'll say, you know what? I'm not even going to throw a punch. I want to see what you do. Let's see if you can even land a punch on me. You're not quick enough to land a punch. I mean, I've seen you hit the bag. You look terrible. I mean, the bag won a close decision. Honestly, I just feel sorry for you. You think I dislike you? I don't. I just feel sorry for you. You got a miserable life. You got a retard son. When we met Porky, I saw how you spoke to your son in front of me. What happened is the truth of what happened. So, you know, his son was trying to talk to me. He's like, oh, hey. Well, what did he say? I mean, you're talking about a few years now. His son was trying to talk to me, but then I remember specifically what Porky was saying to him. So Porky was trying to get rid of the kid. He's like, not now, I've got company. I mean, come on, like, you're going to shout at your own son. But I don't blame you. You've got a retarded son, so you feel ashamed of him, just like you feel ashamed of yourself. And the thing is, you just hang out with Max. Like, what kind of man with children? I mean, you're supposed to have a family. Why do you spend all this time with Max and not with them? Is it because of this secret, closeted, homosexual relationship with Max? But it's like you never want to spend time with your children. And I don't blame you, because, as I say, your son's a retard. He's an annoying little brat. And even you don't like him. You know? I can say what I like about him. He's not my son. If he was, you know, I'd take responsibility. I'll try and help the kid out, but, you know, he's not my son. You, on the other hand, that's your son, Porky. You know, I've seen the way you behave towards him, and it's just disappointing. I feel sorry for the kids. I mean, I wouldn't blame him if when he grows older. Listen, I wouldn't blame him if he beat you up or something. I wouldn't blame him. There's probably plenty of people that would enjoy beating you up. Just got to watch out for these cars. So listen, Porky, I've made you a special offer. I'm only allowed to use one hand. Anytime. And the thing is, I know you on a personal level. I know what you're like. You got upset at me because when I told you Spencer Fearon is too big for you, when I said you're delusional if you think you can take that man, I saw in person how upset you got. And the point of this video, I don't know what people think, and oh, Michael's obsessed. I'm not. I know how much these videos are going to wind you up. That's why I'm doing them. It's going to wind you up. It's going to have, you know, it's going to cause you to react. And the difference between me and you, I can handle backlash. You can't. I can handle people talking about me online, or if you want to do little videos on me, Porky, go for it. I'm thick-skinned and you're not. You know, you get upset with all these people like Eddie Hearn and so on, but these are people you've never even met. It shows what an emotional person you are. You know, you can dish it out, but then when someone dishes it back to you, you can't handle it. So I'm just going to keep doing these videos until you react. You know, I know your nature. I know your type. You know, I've been in different industries. I've worked in construction. I've worked in pubs and etc. And I know what people like you are like. You're very hot-headed, you know. And if I just keep doing these videos and winding you up, then it's gonna get to you, son. It's gonna get to you. So I'm not gonna stop. I find it funny. You can do your worst. Say whatever you want to say about me on camera. It's not gonna upset me. You can come after me again if you want. That's not gonna upset me. Do your worst, because I find it funny, and you don't. You take it very personal. You know, me, I just laugh it all off. It's just fun and games. So I'm just gonna keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it until something happens. until you blow up or lose your temper or come looking for me. Bring whoever you like. Bring Max. That's the only person you have. All you have is Max, and Max doesn't scare me in the slightest. If you had someone like, see, Max is at the bottom level though. He's a professional heavyweight boxer, but he's at the bottom level. If you had someone more, let's just say Nathan Gorman or one of these people, I wouldn't be keen to fight. I wouldn't be as keen to, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not saying I'm very confident. Even if Nathan Gorman or Daniel Dubois or these sort of people, if they had a problem with me, if they came up to me, I mean, look, I'd say everything, you know, I'd speak in a confident voice, but I wouldn't really want to get into a street fight with Daniel Dubois. And, you know, obviously, I'm very confident. I'd say in my head, well, if he hits me, you know, he's a professional boxer, so, you know, I mean, what's Daniel Dubois going to do? Is he going to knock me out in the street? He could do it if he wanted to, but obviously he's probably not going to do it because, you know, obviously you've got legal consequences. If you had one of those sort of people backing you, then I wouldn't be as vocal. But if all you have is Max doesn't scare me though. You can bring Max if you want, bring him again. Max doesn't scare me. You know, Max punching me doesn't scare me in the slightest. The only thing Max can do to me is pick me up off the ground and slam me to the ground. That's the only thing he can do. And if he picks me up, I've got ways and means to defend myself. I'm confident, so I wouldn't be talking like this if I wasn't. So, anyway, I don't want to keep going on. I'd be going around in circles, but I've said enough. You don't really have anyone to scare me with. All you have is Max. You know, and I'm not saying I'm not a person that gets scared easily, but as I say, if you have someone like Nathan Gorman or Joe Joyce or one of these guys rolling around with you, then yeah, I'd probably just leave it. I might do a couple of videos, but I wouldn't be as keen to, you know, I wouldn't be as keen to do it in the street or anything like that. But just Max doesn't scare me. I know he's type though. I'm a 32-year-old man. He talks a good game, but he's a coward. You know, whatever he wants to do, I mean, you know, I know he's type. He's all talk. You know, I mean, the way he lets you bully him is just sad to watch. So. But anyway, time to head off. I've got a shift early in the morning, so yeah, time to get going. I need to pick up get some sleep, go to work in the morning. But I'm just going to keep doing these videos. As I said, I'm only going to use one hand against you, Porky. One hand. We can bring whoever you want to the gym. We're going to have plenty of witnesses, plenty of people to make sure that I don't break my word. I'm only going to use one hand on you. You're fat and you're slow. I'll beat you with one hand, literally. Take care, Porky. I've got more videos for you, so hurry up and lose your temper. Come after me again if you want. Do your worst, I'm not scared.